What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to give a little introduction to somebody who may be starting new to the 110th drag racing scene. It's been exploding recently. A lot of interest has been popping up for this kind of racing, and I just wanted to give you my take here. I'm also a beginner, getting new to this kind of thing. What I have done to my car, and just some things I would recommend to someone also starting new. So basically, let's start off by saying that this is a Traxxas Slash two-wheel drive. I just recently put a low center gravity chassis on it. It used to be my basher car, as you can see. I would off-road with it all the time. This is the old chassis that I had on there. Yeah, just had lots of fun with it, but I was ready for a change. And pretty much I converted it to a full-time drag car. So, yeah, low center gravity chassis. I'm running a brushless Valenian VXL system. Pretty good. I got a 3-cell LiPo battery on there, which, I mean, it flies with this thing on there, but the only problem is a lot of no prep classes don't allow 3-cell. They only allow 2-cell batteries. So, and the 2-cell with the Valenian system is a little sluggish, I'm not going to lie. So right now this car is probably illegal in most no prep 110 scenes, but I'm gonna keep it on there for now just because that's the way I like rolling with it. I got a hot racing transmission gear not gear cover, just a gear transmission case. I got just regular old pinion gear on there. I have an aftermarket hot racing aluminum spur gear. You could probably get away with running the plastic ones, except I had a pretty hard time running these things because every time every time I'd go out there, they would just strip on me. And I made sure that I had the right spacing between the pinion and the spur, but nothing was working. I think I just had too much power going on the ground, and the plastic gear was the only weak spot of the transmission, and that probably led to it stripping all the time. So just recently upgraded to the metal one. Inside, I still have the slipper clutch. I don't recommend putting one of the slipper clutch delete kits on there. First of all, it probably won't make you any faster. It'll make the car more unreliable. Just overall, just keep this in there. Put these slipper pads if you want to on there. They're hot racing aluminum slipper pads. You don't even have to do that. This should be a pretty solid setup for what we're doing here. Kind of everything drag racing, prep, no prep. Inside the gearbox, I have just regular Traxxas gears that are on there. Same diff, the diff cover, but I do have a Diff Locker in there. That's up to you if you want to put the Diff Locker in there or not. I'll leave a link in the description as to what it looks like, or if you want to buy it or whatever. Basically, what the Diff Locker does is on a regular open diff, usually one wheel at a time is getting most of the power. With the Diff Locker, it puts an equal amount of power to both wheels. This might not help if you're like off-road bashing, but with drag racing, it definitely puts the power down equally to the ground. Should keep you straight. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as inside the transmission. However, if you're running a stock, I believe they call this a slipper shaft. If you're running a stock slipper shaft without modifying this pin at the end, this goes inside the transmission, you might have some problems. Like very frequently, I would have this pin from Traxxas comes hollow. I would have it snap on me all the time. So typically what I do to prevent that is I get a little drill bit, or sometimes an Allen key will work. Just something that'll fit inside of this hole once you drill out the old hollow pin, and that'll fit inside of the that gear here. Here, I have an example of what that gear looks like, so you guys can have for reference. This is what the gear looks like. You want something to fit inside of this slot right here, and that also fits inside the pin. This is an old, just crappy gear that I have laying around just for show. Hold on 1 second. Alright, boom. Yeah, it should fit in there. Something like that. Sorry about that. Yeah, just something solid that sometimes that even might snap on you. They have, I believe, one company makes just it's an entire solid piece, just the gear, then the shaft itself, and apparently I heard that's not gonna break on you at all, which I don't have in here, but I really should consider getting that. What else? Yeah, that's about it as far as the transmission goes. I have a Traxxas wheelie bar, but I'm trying to see. I'm having some fitment issues with the the gearbox, having it fit on there, but probably figure something out here. Right now, I only have it connected at the top. I'll find something out. Um, I'm running regular Traxxas slash arms, the regular size. A lot of people will run Traxxas Bandit arms. What that does is it makes the wheel a lot closer to the car. It fits aftermarket bodies on there a lot better. But I'm gonna see, what I can get away with just using the regular ones. Should work for you. I got aftermarket Traxxas steel drive shafts. Very solid drive shaft. They probably won't break on you. Believe it or not, I actually had one break on me, but that's a story for a different time. But these will definitely work for the application. I have these Proline extended body mounts just so I can have the body fit on there better. And they're adjustable, so you'll have different, as you can see, different holes to fit your body better. Yeah, just regular servo, regular receiver. Right now I'm running regular, just stock Traxxas shocks, and a lot of people say that this is not a good setup at all for drag racing, which you might have heard this from Street Racing Channel Garage, but he says, and I agree with him, that people claim that having like this shock, you don't want a lot of travel like it does, but he was saying you want a little bit of travel so that the car will get down the road a bit better. And so I mean, too much to get into, but these springs will work now. I'll leave a video link for that video, so he explains a lot better than I do. That's about it. Right now I'm just running a regular Traxxas slash body. This body has been through hell and back. I'm ready for an upgrade here. It doesn't really fit on the car that well. I don't have it clamped on there at all, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. Let's talk tires for a second. I'm running just Proline slicks. This is a clay compound, very sticky. Heat them up a little bit. It'll get very, very sticky. Good for a no prep scene or even on a prep surface. It actually might be too sticky on a prep surface, so I've heard. Actually, what they say with the clay compound is if you're throwing enough power down off the line, that this tire actually folds over itself and it can, mess up all kinds of things. But that's just a myth. I don't know if it's true or not. But so the rubber tires will definitely work no matter what you're doing. Some people may have foam tires, and I have not had any luck with foam tires. This is after having I want to say 10 passes maybe, and these things ripped right off. I wouldn't recommend using a foam tire unless you're just solely at the track, on a prep surface. The foam's not very reliable. I had no luck with them. I don't recommend them. Yeah, and that's about all I got for you right now. I have a different aluminum spur gear, just in case, so I can play with different gearing ratios, because you want to play around with it. I have a bunch of pinions, from a very large pinion to a smaller one. Just see what I like. This car is barely tested. It's not really done, to be honest with you. I still have a whole bunch of adjustments I have to do. But that's basically all I wanted to talk about for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.